In my opinion, the two best traits to have as a trader are patience and confidence. You must have the patience to wait for defined setups, and you must also have the confidence to know that you don't need to chase any trade. The next best setup is just around the corner, and it can often be better than the one you think you've missed. This is easier said than done, but I encourage you to work on these personality traits. In front of you is a chart of dollar yen. It's from our GMP publication, and this chart goes back to November of last year. You can see that we have a three-wave rally in place. This is a monthly chart, so a significant juncture for this dollar pair at that moment in time. From a trading perspective, a line in the sand is at 151.94. If this C-wave rally has ended, price action must remain below it. We print above this level, the C-wave could be still unfolding. At this juncture, we have met some upside guidelines. You can see the corrective price channel and the impulsive looking advance from 102.59. Moving on then to the next update, we got a nice reversal. We've zoned in on the impulse advance from 102.59, but ultimately the price action is trading in an impulsive manner off the 151 peak, and that's in line with the bearish reversal. So whether this is monthly, weekly, daily, or even a 5-minute chart, the concept is the very same. At this moment in time, the bears are firmly in control, and price action could potentially accelerate at any moment in time to the downside. What we must also be aware of is that price action could locate support and rally, and if we don't have the patience to wait for specific setups to get into the market, we will often be whipsawed getting in at exactly the wrong point in time. So when we come across certain price action like this, we do not want to be chasing. We want to examine the structure, be aware of the potential, outline the setup we want to see happen, and should that occur, then we have a decision to make whether we act on that setup or not. So at this moment in time, on a weekly chart here, it would be considered chasing this market if we were to just get in at current levels. After a couple of months of trading, we did trade lower down to 127.22, and then we located support and started to rally. So if we had entered the market circa 135, price action would be back now where we had entered, and it wouldn't be a nice feeling. If we have missed the initial reversal, or even if our trading plan does not permit us to trade tops and bottoms, or in other words, attempt to be catching tops and bottoms, we must allow for price action to develop and then offer another setup. The textbook Elliott wave setup is 5 waves down, followed by a 3-wave correction that must not trade above or below the origin of that 5-wave move. So here in the weekly chart for dollar yen, we have our 5 waves down. We don't yet have a 3-wave move to consider a setup in place in this time frame. If anything, there's temporary bullish potential on lower time frames for this wave 2 rally. And here now is an updated chart for dollar yen on a weekly time frame. We are favoring this second wave rally unfolded as a double zigzag, and from a trading perspective, if that is the case, we have a line in the sand at 145.07, and now at this juncture, expectations are for further downside price action in 5 waves that should take this pair decisively below the 127.22 low. Of course, the beauty of the wave principle and its fractal nature, it allows us to go down into lower time frames and look for individual setups then within those wave patterns. And here on the daily chart, at this moment in time, we're watching to see if a lower wave degree wave 2 rally has ended at 141.96. Breaking down from the channel, getting below 133.74, that's what we're expecting. If this green wave 2 is not yet done, well, we know it is limited to 145.07 under this bearish forecast. If we don't take the time to define the setups that we want to trade, and more importantly then have the patience to wait for those setups to unfold, we end up with just pain and frustration when it comes to trading these markets. We'll see what happens here in dollar yen going forward, and we'll have the patience to wait for the next setup as they unfold. If you haven't already taken the time to define your Elliott wave trading setups, please do so, and then have the patience to wait for those to come to you, and you'll be pleasantly surprised how quickly they actually come about. My name is Michael Madden. Thank you for watching this video. I look forward to speaking to you all again soon.